you today to assure you that we live in a nation with a corrupt system, a system that allows people to be put on death row wrongfully. Imagine your loved one preparing to die for a crime that they didn't commit. Can you feel the pain and the hurt? Well, someone's family is feeling that same pain and hurt right now, and we must make it stop. In June of 1995, Joseph Abbott was falsely accused for kidnapping, rape, and burglary, and spent 15 years on death row. Abbott spent 15 years of his life in prison. 15 years he'll never get back with his family and friends. We can prevent this from happening to someone else if we just abolish the death penalty. For one, the death penalty is extremely more costly than life imprisonment. It is stated that every single execution costs between $2.5 million and $5 million. This is money that could be used on other things such as better schools in our nation, improving our communities, and our legal system. It is said that the cost for someone to be in prison for life without parole is less than $1 million. With this alternative of life imprisonment, we are saving money and a life. Unfortunately, 1 out of every 4 people who are wrongfully convicted of the death penalty are exonerated by DNA or made a false confession. This means 75% of people that are on death row wrongfully are still killed, and this is extremely dehumanizing. America could be taking away someone's innocent mom, aunt, brother, or dad, and there's only one way to make this stop. Regardless of the crime or the criminal, the death penalty should most definitely be illegal because it's degrading to people, and the government shouldn't be allowed to decide who lives and who dies. The most common way people are killed under the death penalty now is by lethal injection, which was replaced by electrocution in the late 20th century and the early 21st century, because electrocution used to be the most common way people died under the death penalty. Electrocution is a process in which the criminal is strapped to a chair, then in which case high voltages are ran through the chair and the inmate becomes electrocuted. The process is proven to cause severe external burning and bleeding upon occupants. Yet the U.S. Supreme Court has yet to rule the process a cruel or unusual punishment. The 8th Amendment states that excessive bail should not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel or unusual punishment inflicted. Out of the 35 states that still allow the death penalty today, 9 of them still allow electrocution. This is, again, a very cruel way to be killed. It's completely degrading to die due to the pain that is felt and shown during this process. The other methods of execution besides electrocution and lethal injection are firing squad, hanging, and gas chamber, which are no longer used for executions. Also, the death penalty is highly discriminatory. People who come from poor backgrounds, who are part of minority groups, are much more likely to be put on death row than the average white person. So not only are people put on death row because they may have been falsely accused for a crime, but sometimes because of the way they look or where they come from, they are convicted for the crime. Do you guys remember in elementary school when we used to recite the Pledge of Allegiance first thing in the morning before school started? And at the end, we would say, with liberty and justice for all. But really, liberty and justice for who? For you and I? I know that myself, being an African-American person that's from Boston, Massachusetts, if I was falsely accused for a crime, I'm almost certain there would be no justice for me. The death penalty puts in jeopardy people's rights to live and their right to live free of any harm. It's a very ironic situation and sad to experience and or witness in the land of the free. Some believe that the death penalty deters people from committing crimes, which is false. There is no proven evidence that shows that the death penalty reduces crime any more than imprisonment. Some also may argue that killing the criminal ensures that the crime will never be committed again by that person. But so does imprisonment in a maximum security prison for life with no chance of parole. The death penalty should be abolished due to the amount of people that are put on death row wrongfully, because of the way people are executed, and because of the hypocrisy of this nation. The U.S. shows that killing people is wrong by killing people. The arguments that encourage the death penalty are solely based off of opinion. There are no proven facts. All in all, the death penalty is simply wrong, and we must come together to put it to an end.